All right. Well,
Yeah.
we're here.
I'm Nick.
I'm Paulie,
I'm Austin.
and welcome to the fourth official episode of the ForLoco podcast.
Yeah, a bit of hesitance when you said official there.
Well,
Do we have to give context for what happened?
okay. So basically, if you're an avid listener of our podcast or avid fan, then you know that usually it is a audio-only podcast. So this is the first ever video one. But and along with that, usually, what is it? The other usually.
You don't see our faces.
Yeah, you don't see our faces.
You just
It's
hear
mainly
our
the only
voices.
and there's no pumpkin. We don't have these mugs.
Mhm.
But the reason we're doing it this way is because at our fancy podcast recording setup that we normally use,
In a very fancy, expensive studio.
yeah, it's very official. I used a new SD card that for some reason didn't save the audio file correctly. And so now we find ourselves here. So we recorded an hour and 3-minute long
It was a good one.
episode.
It was a decent
It was
episode.
it was like a 4 out of 10 episode, and that's 3 more points than we usually get. So, and along with that, my roommate Amara was even a special guest. But because I used a new SD card, so I used the new SD card and I put it in the machine, and it says like, "Oh, would you like to create audio space?" And I said yes, and
That's how they get you.
I thought that was enough. But apparently, you also had to have created a folder for the audio files to save specifically to, and because I didn't do that one step before we started recording, apparently now that file is just lost in the sand of time
Lost in-
forever.
yeah.
So, long story short, it's all Paulie's fault.
Now, didn't this happen last year for our other winter episode, basically?
No, Austin is wrong. Last year, when me and Austin were doing a podcast episode, just the two of us, on the
Toys.
the best gift from every Christmas season, or the most popular toy from the year 1960 something
Yeah.
onward, and around the time we got to 1986 or something, the battery in the recorder died. And so
We didn't
and
notice.
so it just cut off, and we were just so in the zone, so in the podcasting zone, that we just straight up didn't notice that happened. And so we ended up getting back into the studio.
Re-recording.
We re-recorded, starting from the year 1980 whatever onward. So yeah, it seems that the Christmas episodes
The Christmas
of
curse.
ForLoco are just doomed to be constant failures.
And I'm sure we've already explained it in another episode, that whole debacle, but you can hear the quality of our voices were not.
Yeah, no, if you listen to that episode, I tried to edit it so it seems seamless, but if you listen to it, it's from the early years, there's lots of life, and then by the time we get to 2000, we're like, ah, fuck this, I hate Christmas. Yeah, we were so done.
It took us
Bah
another week
humbug.
to record.
Yeah,
It was
it really became a bah humbug episode. Yeah.
Same with this one, almost.
hmm
An hour of good
Luckily,
footage.
though, my roommate Amara has said that she greatly enjoyed being on the podcast, and she does want to return to come on another episode when
Alright.
hopefully we can correctly save audio footage and audio files.
You know, probably the one major technical
Yeah,
thing we
honestly,
need to do for
though,
this.
possibly the most important part of recording a podcast is actually
Just saving
Recording.
it. Yeah, and so hopefully we can get that part down pat. Although I gotta be honest, I was thinking that I don't know about you guys, but I kind of like the feeling of this.
I'm still a little bit.
I'm very
yeah,
self-conscious of what I'm supposed to be doing while I'm not talking. So
on camera too.
yeah,
Okay, so maybe
I'm picturing what does sportscasters do?
maybe
or,
we
news
won't
anchors?
maybe we won't lean permanently into this.
Mhm.
But another thing we could do is I was thinking we could make it like a real ass talk show. Like every week or every time we do it, we put on nice clothes. We find a desk where.
Now you're putting in more effort here.
Oh yeah, now it's a lot of effort.
But we would like to hear from you, the viewer.
Would you want to see our lovely mugs every week?
Would you like a talk show, or do you like our classic podcast format? Let us know at www.pauliesomehowdeletedtherecording.com.
Actually, the correct URL would just be
Paulie
locomag.com would be the correct URL, or
that one.
or the Locomag YouTube where the podcast is uploaded.
Or just email one of us.
Yeah, you can also shoot me a text 917-803
Yeah, DM Paulie right here.
on Twitter. Yeah.
765-309. Anyway, yeah.
What is that?
It's a song.
Oh, okay.
From
Guardians of the Galaxy?
No,
Oh.
it's just a song.
Okay. You know what I think the worst part about losing the podcast footage is, though, and I'm really going to try not to harp on this any longer, but I do think that possibly the worst part is that we lost a lot of funny responses
We
to
did.
good questions.
Yeah.
We had a lot of good.
Are we gonna
ones.
be like re-recording those questions?
I don't know. I feel like part of the magic of the questions is getting like our initial reactions to them
Yeah.
and getting our like quick, high-speed answers. So I feel like we might be better off just, as always, putting a link in the comment in the YouTube where people can submit questions. Just trying to get new questions from now on. Although actually, we did get one question from one of my friends after we recorded. That's a pretty good one.
You
So
can
I
ask that.
I
You
could
can
just
ask- you
present
can
it
do
right
that
now. He asked if our bodies were mechas, what would be
Ooh.
controlling us?
Well, if you think about it, our bodies are right now just really shitty mechas. So our brains technically are controlling it at the moment. Like the brain even named itself the brain. So like
The brain named itself the brain.
it's like at the center of everything. So that's what's controlling us. Or we could be really cheesy and say love is what controls us as mechas.
Yeah, those are both awful answers.
Well, what else could it be?
I would be controlled by a tiny man dressed as a rhinoceros.
And I thought the question was the body part that's controlling us, not what's.
Yeah,
Oh.
I didn't know little men could enter our bodies to control us.
Well, I kind of assumed that mecha meant that like my body is a machine.
Yeah, we have blood cells. That's what controls.
Yeah, but my body's a machine, and then like there's like my body is just a device for something else to be. Have you ever seen the
Your brain.
Have you ever seen? There's a movie. It's
Osmosis Jones.
It's an Eddie Murphy movie. No, it's called
Oh.
Meet Dave.
No.
Okay, so basically the concept is
My
that
parents loved me as a child. I didn't watch that movie.
basically the concept of the movie is that Eddie Murphy is about this big.
Uh-huh.
See, I can use
Yeah.
visual cues because we're doing a video.
Ooh.
But he's super
I
tiny.
think the audience gets it.
He's super tiny. He's this big. But him and a race of other tiny people build a giant Eddie Murphy, like a giant Eddie Murphy robot to invade Earth and disguise itself as one of the humans.
I think I have this film. I've just never seen it because I love myself.
It's actually super.
Like I've seen the cover. Of
It's actually super funny. There's like this one part in the movie where he goes to Old Navy and the guy says, "Welcome to Old Navy," and Eddie Murphy's like alien controllers think that's like a normal human greeting. So for the rest of the movie, whenever he meets anyone, he's just like, "Hello, welcome to Old Navy." So it's actually a really good movie in my opinion.
It's got Eddie Murphy in it, so it's at least got to have a solid 5 out of 10.
Mhm.
Right, like
a few
a-
chuckles.
You're guaranteed a few laughs.
Anyway, that is what I was thinking of when I said my body is when I read that my body is a mecha.
Well, in that case, wouldn't all the answers be little men in some capacity?
Well, I mean, it could be control. I guess, yeah, but like,
or
what,
like aliens.
But what is the quality of your little man or aliens?
What
Is
do
what
you
I think
mean?
it's asking. Like what's he like? Like, is he blue? Is
What's he
he
like?
does he have an afro? Like, what's his deal?
They're gonna be anime protagonists. They're gonna be
He's-
yelling a lot.
They're gonna have really wacky hair.
Yeah, spiky
Okay.
hair that kind of pokes on the inside from me.
Okay.
When I feel like punching someone, it's because they're screaming in my heart.
And so Nick, yours would just be a brain.
Yeah.
Okay. But is the brain here or is it here and then he also controls the brain?
It's where my actual brain is.
Okay. And I'm gonna stick with little man in a hippo outfit.
In a hippo.
You said rhino outfit before.
No, I'm changing it to hippo
Why? Why the rhino and hippo?
because I was thinking about it. Hippos are I've been really into African animals lately. I got a calendar. I got a 16-month calendar. It has November and December of this year, and then it has January of the next year. So I got that, and it's African animals. Like every month is a different animal. Are hippos African?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I
You
actually
said that so confidently. I hope you're right.
We played Cabela.
Oh wait, you know what?
Oh, yeah, no,
they
they're-
must no, but they must be though because in Madagascar 2, Gloria the hippo meets other hippos when they escape
Yeah.
to Africa.
Well, like in Africa, like it said hippos are the most deadliest animal in Africa, and people think it's lions, but no, it's hippos.
Yeah, I believe it. Anyway, so now we have confirmed through several movie and video game references that hippos are Africans. Anyway, the reason a tiny hippo man would be controlling me is because my last name is Ippolito, right?
Oh,
And-
Ippolito the hippo?
No, Ippolito in Latin translates roughly to either little horse or little hippo. Ippo as in hippo,
Did
and
hippos
Lito
exist
as in
back in
little.
the
Are you
times?
related to hippos? Is that what you're telling me?
I think that my ancestors were controllers of hippos.
Were hippos part of the Latin like dynasty? Like,
Specifically baby hippos. They had because they could only control the little hippos.
It's once it gets too big, it'll just fucking destroy you.
Yeah, pretty much. So my ancestors had massive control over infant hippos.
Now, have you tried
That's a
to,
very like specific market.
It's a weird flex, but you know.
have you tried to wrestle a hippo? They're
I
deadly.
have not tried to
Have
wrestle
you-
a hippo.
that we could like go across the river and like check out some hippos in Camden,
Like they will fucking tip
There's
you
hippos in
over and
Camden?
drown you.
the Camden Aquarium.
Oh, I thought there were just. I thought you were saying there were just wild hippos in Kent. I
Yes.
was like, how did they get there?
Yes.
I mean,
wild,
at this
crazy
point.
hippos.
If all the animals to escape from like a zoo, like what do you think would be like the most terrifying to like the masses?
The hippo.
The hippo?
Probably a tiger. No, the hippo, because like you can easily find the hippo, because it's not like hunting people
Oh,
down.
that's true. The tiger will fuck
But
you
like
up.
the hippo's just doing hippo things. Like a tiger, like and lions sleep a lot.
Tigers know how to stalk.
But-
like
They'll wait for you. Oh, you're out there getting groceries in your car. You're fucked.
I was asking Nick earlier, would you rather get cancer from the sun or get mauled by a tiger?
And like, yeah, I don't want to deal with a tiger.
Like,
Yeah.
There's some deadly predators.
That's very true. Yeah. Anyway, moving away from African animals, we did when we originally recorded this episode try to make it at least somewhat holiday themed.
I gave Austin a Christmas mug. I gave him
Austin
my
has a
mug.
You
Christmas
got the
mug.
Christmas
I
hat.
have my ski hat on. If I was ever to ski, this would be the hat I would wear.
And I have a mug Paulie gave me for Christmas too.
Oh yeah, I did. And I give you socks
I did.
too.
I wear the socks a lot.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's good. That's good stuff.
The holiday cheer.
So should we talk about holiday things? Like what are you,
I got one. What's your favorite holiday Christmas cookie design? Like, you know, like the Pillsbury Doughboy, like it comes with like the very cancerous dyes on them. What's your favorite one?
The sign of Satan.
All right, so his is the sign of Satan. We're gonna ignore that.
I think I like the Christmas tree one.
All right, yeah, well, I saw they have Buddy the Elf hat ones too.
Oh.
And I was like, ooh, I kind of want to try that. Like, they all taste the damn same, but I kind of want to try it.
Have you
Yes,
ever
they said.
actually eaten a gingerbread man cookie?
Yeah,
Do you like them?
yeah.
I don't.
Like
them.
the flavor?
like gingerbread man, like the man.
texture?
So
Not like just a ginger cookie. Like, have you ever eaten
Yeah,
a man?
gingerbread man.
Yeah, you've eaten
With
one.
all the candy and stuff on it.
You've eaten one.
Yeah.
I have too.
Yeah.
I did not enjoy it.
Why?
I don't know. It didn't taste good.
I once made a gingerbread house with one of my friends back home, but she didn't like gingerbread, so I had to take the whole thing. Wait, no, it was a train. It was a train, not a house. I had to take the this was freshman year, and I had to take the whole train with me. I wasn't sure what to do with it, because like that was a lot to eat. It was a big ass train.
You could feed people. Did you feed
Dude,
people?
dude,
I did give it away to people.
you know those shows,
Like I
like
shared.
those like competitive cake shows.
Like Cake Boss? Wait, no.
No, Cake Boss is about a
Yeah.
angry man from New Jersey who somehow makes a career making
Is that
mediocre
still
cakes.
running?
Probably.
I mean, he is the boss of cakes.
Yeah. No, but there's those shows where they're like, all right, today's theme is grasshopper, and then all these people are like magically come up with these like incredibly intricate ideas for grasshopper related cakes. Like, you know what I'm
Do
talking
you
about?
want a grasshopper cake? Is that what you're telling
They're
me?
usually on like the Food Channel.
Yeah, no, they're on the Food Channel, but that's like that stuff is so like stupid.
Yeah. It forces people to like think.
I don't
It's creative. It's cool. It's fascinating.
It's communication.
It's art.
I feel like it's just like I feel like there's no point in okay, I don't know. I guess there's a point in making food like okay, like obviously there's a point in making food presentable,
Mhm.
but I feel like there's a clear line. And I feel like the point where you're like where your cake is so intricate that eating it
It's a crime.
is a crime and b like a struggle.
Mhm.
Like sometimes there's like I know there was this one show, I don't know what it's called, but they had the people like make cakes from like around the world, and one guy chose France, and his cake was basically just the Eiffel Tower. And then
How do you eat that?
exactly,
You get
I know
chairs.
you
You stack some chairs
like you
up.
can chop it like this. You're like yeah,
You make a cake Godzilla and just slaps it down.
Yeah.
Eat the rubble. How else are you gonna eat it?
and it's just
It's artistic design, man.
like I feel like that there's no point in making that cake. Like the
Mhm.
it's not a cake.
It's art at
Yeah.
that point,
And we shouldn't pretend. It's okay if you want to make art out of food,
Mhm.
and it's okay if you want to make a fancy cake.
Mhm.
But don't tell me they're the same thing because they're different. That's what
and
I
it's
think
not going to
about
last forever too. Like if you try and preserve that,
I don't know. You can make it out of Big Macs and it'll last a while.
it. So, have you ever heard of there was like a lawsuit where a woman tried to say that she found a rat in her 7-Up can,
Mhm.
and then 7-Up responded by saying, "This is impossible
I thought
because by the time a can with a rat would have gotten to a store, the rat would have completely disintegrated from the 7-Up."
I thought that was Mountain Dew.
Well, that makes more sense. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was Mountain
Yeah.
Dew.
and even then it's true because it's carbonated. it's
Yeah,
gonna melt.
I'm just saying that's like a pretty gross defense. Is like, there's no way a rat could be in our drink because our drink would have melted it. Now put it inside of your body.
That doesn't make it better.
It's sad but true.
You win the lawsuit, but you lose the war.
Yeah. Anyway, what are you guys most excited about presents? Either getting or giving for the holidays?
I know Nick's got something planned for me.
Yeah, I
Ooh.
can't say it because he's in front of
obviously.
me. But the next episode we'll be able to air what I got.
And do
I'll leave it
you,
at that.
Austin, have something prepared for Nick?
Perhaps.
Oh.
You don't have to get me anything. It's okay.
Okay, I'll surprise you with nothing.
Like my mom.
I'm in a secret Santa with 5 of my friends, 3 of whom are my roommates, and we set a spending limit of $25. And today I was talking to 2 of the people in the secret Santa, and they were like, "How much did you guys spend?" And I was like, "Oh, I spent like $30." And then one of them was like, "Oh, I spent $45." And the other was like, "I spent $37." Why did we set the limit then? Like, I condoned myself to the rules. I could gladly spend more money on you. But I didn't, and now I'm bound to the guilt of not having spent enough money on my friends at Secret Santa. But I also think I got a decently good present, so I guess I'm okay. I don't know.
Quality, like
I might just add a giant like chocolate bar to their present. That way, I feel more evened out. You know. I'm really bad at wrapping things.
I get someone else to wrap my presents.
Yeah,
like
I
yours
think-
isn't gonna be wrapped. I hope you know that.
that's fine. Because like you can pay like at some of the stores like $10,
Well-
$5 to wrap it.
One of Kristen's roommate last year, she got paid. That was one of her jobs once. Was just
Oh, just
wrapping
wrapping.
presents
That sounds awful.
during the holiday season. She loved it.
Really.
Yeah.
Because like wrapping, it's fun.
I feel like there's a lot of awful jobs that, like, if I was able to have headphones in, they would become a lot less awful. You know, I used to work at an Abercrombie in the mall.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys know that, and that was really awful. But the thing is, one of my shifts was from Tuesday 9 a.m. to like 1 p.m. And
No one's at the mall.
yeah, A, nobody's at the mall. B, the 8 old people who are at the mall aren't going to Abercrombie and Fitch. In fact, even when the mall is crowded, very few people are going to Abercrombie and Fitch. So that was kind of the main issue. But anyway, I eventually learned that I could take... So what I would do is I would pick a podcast I wanted to listen to. I would stick my phone in my pocket with the headphones in, and then I would line my headphones like through my shirt, and then like get it sticking out of like just here. And then I would always wear a hat. That way, like, and then I would wear the hat like tilted slightly towards where the earphone is. So the only thing they could possibly see was a little wire going here.
So what you're saying is we should keep to the podcast method instead of images, so we don't get people in trouble at work.
But they don't need to be I feel like anybody watching / listening to this is getting the same pleasure experience,
They're missing out on my fun mugs.
whether or not they're only watching or whether or not they're listening.
I brought out fun mugs because we were doing this on a video. You know, you got my
Oh,
Lego
you put
mug.
ice in my
He
drink.
did.
I
Yeah.
did, so it would be cold.
Oh, that was very kind of you. I like it.
It's the holiday spirit, you know.
I put some frozen water in your water. I do what I can.
Anyway, did we answer any of the holiday questions that I presented?
You had holiday?
We talked about cookies because I
We
had.
talked about cookies, yeah.
We started with cookies, but what's another question you guys have?
About the holidays.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, we were talking
I
about
said-
presents.
presents. Yeah. Did you? Are you looking forward to getting anything?
I'm getting a new phone. That's basically.
I
it.
might be getting a new phone too, maybe. If I have an upgrade, you know, you gotta have the upgrade.
Oh, we have an upgrade ready.
Yeah.
I've had one for a year.
I've gotten screwed with upgrades so many times because I'm just such a good person. So, well, this is kind of a complicated story. But did I ever talk about on the podcast how my little brother lost his phone in a bouncy castle?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So when my little brother lost his phone in the bouncy castle, I had an upgrade available, and I offered my upgrade to him, and he used my upgrade. And then, like 2 years ago, on my last upgrade, I didn't even like. There was like no reason for it. My sister just wanted a new phone, and at the time I was like, I don't really care.
Oh, no.
And then my sister just used my upgrade. So now I am several years of upgradeless nonsense here.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that my older brother might be eligible for one.
So you're just gonna.
Well, I feel like I've given up 2 of mine, so karma should
his.
supply at least 1 to me, right?
You could just
That's
steal
the
someone's
underlining
phone.
word.
I could just steal someone's phone.
Because
yeah.
if you steal someone's phone, that's not even as bad as kidnapping someone. You already did that, so you can just take
This is on
someone's
video
phone.
now. We've got video evidence. FBI, you listening?
Also, I have to say
FBI sponsor.
we did discuss with Amara whether or not me kidnapping the child was wrong,
And she said she agreed it's kidnapping.
agreed.
and she very strongly agreed that I was in the wrong there. I still.
He doesn't even say that he kidnapped someone. He just said he was in the wrong. He still doesn't admit to
He's
kidnapping.
admitting.
Look, all I will say is that I still feel that there is there's a lot of fake news
Really now?
being spread against me in this case.
I mean, you told us 3 different versions, so
I feel that.
And all of them involved you kidnapping
that's
someone.
the baseline similarity.
Well, look, I've told you. Look,
You ran out of water, out of
You're getting a little nervous there, aren't you?
sweat and bullets.
I feel that whether you want to call it kidnapping or whether you want to call it good old fun,
Uh-huh.
I feel that it is not as bad as this podcast seems to want people to
Well,
think.
why
it
don't
is.
we take in a judge as a guest appearance one day and have him decide after
have a judge come on?
Yeah, we can have a judge come on.
But we should just tell the judge that all of this is hypothetical.
No.
No. No.
Okay, then we should just use fake names to protect people's identities.
Okay, that we can do.
Yeah.
But you're basically working
This is
hypothetical.
Andy
at that.
Gonzalez.
Andy Gonzalez, yeah. And we'll change Dougie's name to
Doogie.
Moranis.
what?
Moranis.
Moranis?
It's the first word that came to my
What does
head.
that mean?
It's a word I
It's a
made
stupid word.
up. It's for,
You know what?
Clearly for a kid you kidnapped.
Yeah, you kidnapped someone. I don't think you have room to judge.
Well, I can judge a name for
I
being.
mean, clearly you had
That doesn't-
animosity
no,
towards
no,
this
but-
kid that
but-
kidnapped him.
But kidnapping a child, and which I didn't do, does not disqualify me from being able to say that a word is stupid.
That's the talk of a convicted man right there.
Like, a guy in prison can still say that Meet Dave is a funny movie, and that's still a valid opinion.
These are the
So,
words of a
so
convicted
holiday
man.
questions. What's a holiday question we can think of?
Have you ever had an awkward mistletoe experience?
No.
No.
Yeah, me neither. I don't think
Alright,
that,
next question.
I don't think that really happens in real life, unfortunately.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it's like a Christmas movie thing.
You have to like plan that out for weeks.
You gotta have it like hanging somewhere. Both people have to acknowledge there's mistletoe. There's a lot of variables in this.
The first problem is that A, I'm like never looking up.
No one does.
Yeah. So B, even if by chance I was under a mistletoe with somebody, the chances that it's like actually going to like result in the like intended kiss is probably very slim.
Why did that start?
I don't know.
Probably
It sounds
Christmas
kind of
movie.
rapey. I'm guessing it was something misogynistic. That's that's my guess.
That could be another episode. Next year's Christmas episode.
Next year's
The
Christmas.
mistletoe conspiracy.
Yeah, but that episode is bound by the prophecy to get deleted too. So
That's true.
We have to make it the second redo of that episode.
Part 2. How do you like your snowflakes? You like them?
I just almost choked on that ice cube. Anyway,
Do
going.
you like them ice cube shaped? Do you like them?
my snowflakes?
Yeah, your snowflakes.
They only come in like
No, apparently.
No. Apparently, every
Yeah,
snowflake
apparently.
is different, and that's
Yeah.
like supposed to be like something that inspires us. But the problem is, the problem with that is that nobody has the eye power to like observe
No one has the shark.
snowflakes like at like their core like intrinsic like different level. So it's like kind of pointless that they're different. So really,
So really, the moral of the story is it doesn't matter if you're
Yeah.
different. You're useless
yeah,
either way.
yeah. The moral of the snowflake lesson is that even though every snowflake is different at their core outer level, they are all pretty much exactly the same,
Just like the bee.
just like humans. Just like
Or
what?
Just like humans. Just like the Bee movie.
The Bee movie?
So we were watching the Bee movie last night.
No, we weren't watching the B movie. He was watching the B movie.
You were
and
sitting
we
right
were in
there.
the room.
You were sitting right there.
Okay.
Shaking your head at the screen.
And the Bee movie, your point is?
Just like bees. They're all different on the outside, but on the inside, they're all going to die in a week or so.
That is very true. Doesn't that movie basically end with Jerry Seinfeld in the form of a bee getting involved in like very clearly romantic relationship with a human woman?
And she does not question it.
And she also breaks up with like Patrick Warburton to get with the bee, to get with Jerry Seinfeld as a bee.
All the images last night.
That is the plot of that movie,
you
right?
You forgot the part where he sues the human race. For
Oh
taking
yeah, that's honestly though, that's sick. Like I think there's a lot wrong with the Bee movie, but I will say suing the human race is a sick move. And also like, who did the human race collectively get as their lawyer?
It was like some random.
It was some bald fat man.
I bet it was Dick Cheney.
He said he was representing the 5 major chain food groups, which isn't
okay.
a thing.
The 5 major honey food groups.
Did he say honey?
Yeah.
Honey food groups?
Like the honey
companies,
companies,
right? Yeah, okay.
I think is what it was. I could be wrong though. I really wasn't paying attention.
That would be freaking wild.
And then of course there's the part where when they take all the honey, all the plants are dying in the world, and humans are gonna die.
Yeah, they basically it's like meet our demands or we commit mass genocide of every living thing on this planet.
And Barry the Bee's like, I didn't think
this far ahead.
Yeah, Jesus, Barry.
He's basically being.
That's what you get when you get a frivolous lawsuit.
And then at the very end, he's like, "Wow, bees saved the world."
Bees torched the world.
They almost killed the world and then saved it from not dying because of their own actions.
It's like don't bees showed mercy. You're like a savage, Barry the Bee. Jesus, what a movie! This is an awful, awful film. Is it bad though? Is it like actual?
We were laughing.
Is it funny?
Like I will admit, there are funny moments in that movie.
I just find it weird that like Jerry Seinfeld basically when Seinfeld ended in like '99 or whatever year it ended, Jerry Seinfeld basically did nothing for like 5 or 6 years, and then
made the
thing he comes back with is the Bee movie, which either means he was working on the Bee movie for that long.
I think he was.
or like he was on like a contract and like he needed to do something or something with his money and he was just like, bees! There's bees outside!
Hear me out on this. Has he done anything since
he does he did like I don't know if it still happens, but he does like a short TV series called Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee, where he just like it's kind of weird though that show because like it's obviously all staged, but he starts off every episode as if it's not staged. Like, he's like, well, this is the fancy-ass car I'm gonna drive today. And then he calls, like, a random comedian on their cell phone, and they act like it's, like, this candid conversation. He's like, hey, wanna go grab some coffee? And he's like, yeah, sure, I could be interested in some coffee. And it's like we know that you guys like have a schedule. Like don't lie to me. Be like, hey, it's time for the coffee.
It's for the kids, so they have to know how.
I don't think kids are watching Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee.
Just like the kids have to know how the bees work in our nature and ecosystem.
So you're saying Jerry Seinfeld is part of a teaching plan for children?
Yes.
To teach them that without bees,
we're dead. Which is a good message.
And cell phone etiquette. And those are the stands that Jerry Seinfeld
getting his money.
You know Jerry Seinfeld, and this is actually sick, and I respect him for it. Has like one of the largest collections of sneakers. Like that man just loves sneakers. Yeah, because sneakers are sick.
Nick takes
if I was rich, I would have the largest collection of sneakers, but I'd just probably buy like the same sneaker like 37 times.
All through high school, I just bought the same exact shoe all 4 years.
You were that kid.
Because I was in stage crew and it was an all black shoe.
Okay, I guess.
And like I was like, why would I wear more than one pair of shoes? So like I had like 4 pairs of the same exact shoe.
Sometimes, and you guys know this about me, but sometimes I go to play the video game Super Smash Bros. Melee at tournaments, and let me tell you, some of the people who go to those tournaments just look like they don't know how to like functionally put clothes on.
And they wear a shirt backwards? They wear their pants for
No,
clothes?
it's more that like don't get me wrong, there's a lot of people who dress really well there, but some of them it's like not only are their jeans too long, their jeans are like so long that like they impede their ability to walk sometimes. And then I guess it's just a thing among some guys, but a lot of them just no matter what the temperature is, they wear the same cargo shorts. And I'm like, aren't your legs cold? Like, I just don't get it.
Like, we see people like that on campus, too, sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, some people just feel comfy in cargo shorts.
I hate cargo shorts so much.
I only wear cargo
I
shorts
hate
during the
cargo
summer.
shorts.
The winter I wear actual pants.
What is like the defense of cargo shorts?
I have a lot of things to fit in my pockets.
Like what?
My keys, my wallet, my phone.
Look what you did.
Back pocket, wallet, front pocket,
I don't like
keys,
putting-
other front pocket.
I don't like
phone.
putting things in my back pockets.
Why?
Because someone could just.
It's really uncomfortable when
I guess, I don't know, I'm so used to it that it doesn't really bother me. Although I did, apparently my brother told me that when you sit on your wallet, when it's in your back pocket, over the course of several years, it makes your body slightly lopsided. But I think that sounds stupid and not true.
Slightly lopsided.
Like, I don't know, like,
Well, that's why
because like you're sitting on like a tiny little bump, I guess, right?
guess,
I
yeah.
guess, I don't know, it doesn't sound true to me.
I mean, like my jacket also has a million pockets. I carry a lot of things. Like I have like a pen, dice.
Dice?
Yeah.
Carry dice
A
in your
bouncy
cargo
ball.
You
short
see,
pockets?
you use this dice as a joke for D&D.
It's all come in handy.
You made a joke about that. I remember.
I just can't defend cargo shorts, I'm sorry. I just can't do
Yeah,
it.
Paulie tried to murder Nick once when he saw the cargo shorts.
Hey, well, you don't get the right to talk, Mr. Family Guy T-shirt, okay?
Hey, no one
Yeah.
knows about that. It's all good.
I think we talked about that on the podcast. I think I told the whole story.
No one knows about that.
Are you gonna get a
Never
new,
never
Are you gonna
happened.
get a new T-shirt for Christmas, Austin?
I might.
Add another shirt into the rotation. What are you gonna take out
Yeah.
of the rotation?
Ooh, that's the decision.
Why?
right there.
No. Why can you not just add the T-shirt to the
Because
rotation
it's a system.
and not take
It's a
it?
It's
system.
a system.
It's equivalent exchange. For every reaction,
go.
there's an equal
There
reaction.
you go. It's all about
He
the
adds a
universal-
shirt, he has to take a shirt away. It's all about
Did you never take
balance.
basic math? Algebra?
Because with the simple snap, the whole world
Okay,
can fall
but-
apart.
A whale.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you going with this?
I'm not gonna wear a
I
whale.
tell you right now, whales don't wear shirts, Polly. So you better speak your next few words wisely.
I was gonna say, a whale doesn't cough up shrimp when he eats new shrimp.
What?
No! He poops!
Now you're mixing up the
So
analogies.
you're defending the shirt thing? You're really gonna stand with him on the?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a system. Yeah, it's a system.
It's a dumb system.
It's an elaborate, universal.
He puts
system.
a lot of thought behind what shirts he's gonna add and what shirts he's gonna take
But
away.
why can shirts not just be added?
Sometimes it
'Cause
takes
there's only so much-
days to think about.
There's
which
only
one I
so
want.
much space in this universe. If every single time he added a shirt, he
Alright.
did not take one away.
Look, I can accept the argument that there's only so much space in this universe, but I've seen Austin's closet, and it's like not even an eighth full.
Exactly. Now he has all that space to
For
do whatever-
nothingness.
Put
And
something in
It's
there.
where he keeps his imagination.
Exactly. My creativity, my heart, and my soul. Do you diss those?
The dead
Are you
bodies.
denying that?
I hate you. Anyway, I think I had a point when I started talking about the Smash tournament. Oh yeah,
The people dress. Yeah, fashion.
people dress bad at them. A lot of people, and there seems to be a trend where the people who wear the ugliest sneakers also tend to be the best at the game.
Like me
I
too,
wear
kind of?
ugly sneakers, but I'm bad at the game.
Yeah, well, you're the exception that proves the rule. But it's like,
Damn.
but dude, like when I walk,
I guess that means my
when
shoes
I,
aren't
when I
ugly.
walk into a tournament match and I see a guy wearing Asics with shoelaces that are like falling apart at the seams,
You know,
and
he's top game.
white socks, like white dad socks that you can see because of his cargo
You
shorts.
know he's top game.
Oh yeah, you gotta be ready.
Looks down at my white dad socks I'm wearing right now.
Honestly, white dad socks are super comfy,
That's why I wear them.
but
But
Uniqlo Heat Tech socks are a whole other level.
How much do those cost?
$3 a sock?
Yeah, see, these, I got like a 20 pack for $3.
Why do you need that many socks?
Do you not?
If you
wear
bought
socks?
Uniqlo Heat
Well,
Tech socks,
alright.
the quality would
I-
last longer.
So this pack of socks I got freshman year, every time a sock gets a hole in it, I throw it out and I add a new one to the rotation. I've been doing this since freshman
You're
year.
just like him. You're just like him.
You gotta join in the
That was
system.
see-
Join.
You see, unlike his shirts that there's nothing wrong with them, the socks have giant holes in them besides the one you put your foot in.
That's true. That's a valid counter argument.
Yeah.
With that said, I wear Uniqlo Heat Tech socks all the time, and they don't get holes in them because they have thick, heat insulating
Are
material.
you wearing them right now?
No, right now I'm wearing my running socks because I'm going to the gym after we do this podcast. 'Cause I'm a fit boy.
That's why he's got bad. He's gonna run in the cold winter, fight the snow.
I'm actually gonna run on a very warm, insulated treadmill, and I will.
He's just trying to save face. He's
And
a
I-
big man.
Do you guys think it's gonna snow Christmas Day?
No. I mean, maybe. I'm not a weatherman.
Do you want snow? If we sacrifice the goats, maybe we can have some snow.
Sacrifice the goats?
Mm-hmm.
Dude.
Back there.
You know in the Bible, like one of the first stories is, you know Abraham, you know that story?
Yes, I think.
That's so whack of God.
To be like, sacrifice your child.
He gives him a son, the son he's wanted for so long, and then he's like,
Alright,
listen, if you really love me, kill the son.
It's like, whoa.
And God's like, whoa. I was just kidding, man.
I had one too many last night.
Just sacrifice this cow instead.
do we got any religious people in our audience? Because God's a dick in the Old Testament.
Yo,
Once he had a kid, he
Old
got a
Testament
shit.
God is like top tier.
You
Like-
mock me? Smite.
I think we could use.
Smite.
Wait, there's a story in the Old Testament where like some boys they make fun of like an older woman or something. It's like, and so instead of like I don't know, it's the Bible. You think maybe like, oh, a lesson's gonna be taught, or the boys will.
No, God's here.
Instead, I'm pretty sure it says almost verbatim, and God sent a bear to maul 23 children, and that's just what happened.
Like, even in Moses' story, when they're worshiping, like, the false idol, he tells Moses to burn that idol and make them drink the melted down gold. Like, that's unhealthy.
That's why.
You're killing people.
That's why they think all that wacky shit happened, because they all drank liquid gold. Also, isn't liquid gold like doesn't it have to be like 3,000 degrees to melt gold?
Yes.
So like,
Yeah.
So they probably just burnt their tongues off.
They probably all died.
You'll never speak ill of me again.
True.
Well, like, there's like a lot of messed up Bible stories. Like, there's the one where there's like the city of Sodom or whatever.
Yeah.
And like, there's this dude with a family, and he's like, all right, God's like, all right, I want to fucking torch this place. But this one family, they're okay, they're all right. So he sent angels down to be like, hey, go make sure they're all right, because apparently my omnipotent power doesn't let me judge this. Apparently he's too like dumb to measure this at this point in history.
It's like, that's your job, not
It's
mine.
like you two go do it. So the angels show up to these people's houses, and they're like, hey, yeah, what's up, whatever. And then like these people show up, and they're like, yo, let us fuck those angels. And they're like,
Yeah, legit.
There's also the Book of Job.
at the same time.
Oh, there's still more to the story.
And then there's like, God's like, no, you can't fuck the angels. So rather than being normal, again, all-powerful God just fixed the situation. He tells the guy, yeah, let them fuck your two daughters instead. So like, his daughters get like things happen there, and it's not okay. It's like, all right, so you guys are worthy. The angels think you're all right because like you didn't let them get brutally sexually assaulted by an entire city.
By humans.
You can leave. So as he's like, you got some. I'm gonna blow up this city, and there's gonna be a lot of awesome shit going on. It's gonna be awesome. I got one rule: you can live, but you can't look back and see what awesome shit I'm doing. Not allowed to see it.
Oh, that's
And
such a cop.
Like, so the family's running stuff. I think the angels are with him. I don't even know anymore. I think the angels just disappeared. I can't
Were
remember.
the angels like firebombing the city or
Oh
something?
no! So they're running, and all you hear is kaboosh, crash, like all these flashes.
Like a rock show, basically.
So look at shit, yeah, like a rock show. And the wife of the guy is like, "This is some awesome shit. I'm gonna go take a look." Like,
Oh,
I'm sure
no.
God was planning a quick peek. So she takes a a peek, and like boom, she just
Dead?
turns to salt right
Oh,
there.
a pillar
He's
of
dead.
salt.
Like a pillar of salt. And she's dead. And it's like, well, at least she's useful for something. She's a pillar of salt. But I mean, like.
Like, goddamn.
I love how it's like all this stuff that probably meant something back then, but now it's just like she turned into salt.
It's like, what the fuck?
Why?
We could have just killed her, but no.
Also, the Book of Job is like literally like there's this guy Job who's like really like a good guy and he's all religious and
Oh,
stuff,
yeah,
and God's
yeah.
just like, let's see how bad I can fuck this
he
guy
like,
up.
he like makes a deal. He like makes a bet with the
Yeah,
devil.
with the devil that he can
Yeah.
like do bad shit to Job
And
and
he'll
Job
still
will
be
stay
faithful.
faithful. And God straight up like he's like, strike lightning, zoom,
Like,
and
wife dead,
and Job,
children dead,
yeah, and
everyone
Job's
dead.
just like, I still believe God. I'm like, Job, man.
He like doesn't he like cripple him basically?
Yeah,
give him
basically.
diseases.
Yeah.
Like he's a power.
Yeah, I mean like poor Job,
And
really.
isn't at the end God's just like, oh, I knew I was gonna give all your stuff back. We're still good, homie.
I don't
think
think he gives it
Oh,
back.
he didn't give it back?
He didn't
No.
fix his
Oh,
life.
He's just like, good job, Job. You stayed faithful.
I thought he
See
gave
you
him
later.
something.
And like what?
And Job's like, that's it. That's all I get. Like,
Like, fuck you, God.
yeah, like really poor Job.
How did this?
I don't know. I mean,
Well, it is.
it is the Christmas
birth of-
episode.
the birth of Christ coming.
Yeah. Also, there's a lot of like, this is really different and not funny, but there's just a lot of like random mistranslations of the New Testament. Like, when you know how the story about how Jesus walked on water? The word they use for water is like a niche Hebrew word that can mean like water or shore. And over like thousands of translations probably, we just like took it to mean water when it probably meant shore. And so the real story is Jesus was walking on the shore and preaching. Yes,
I have a
Nick?
question. But compared to all the other bullshit Jesus did, like that's probably the most realistic is him walking on water. He turned water into wine. He made fish and bread appear out of his ass.
But like the point of that story isn't even that Jesus walked on water. The point of it is supposed to be that
we fucked up.
No, that Jesus was like preaching to people on the beach and like they shouldn't have been listening to him, but they were anyway. And like that was what you were supposed to get from the story. But you know, we're just like, he can walk on water. Look at that shit.
Yeah, anyone can talk like a dumbass. Clearly, if you pay attention to the news, we can prove that.
Yeah.
But if a man's walking on water, all right, you got my attention.
He's got some magic there.
True.
He's a wizard.
I think also the also like I don't think the rock being moved from where he was buried is actually supposed, like it could mean that he came back to life. But I think a lot of it is supposed to mean
or like wild animals got to his body.
Doesn't he
I think
after?
Yeah,
like, he literally shows up.
Yeah, even that's kind of weird though. But like, I don't know, I'm not gonna get into all of it. But like like my theology teacher in high school told us that part of the interpretation of that is supposed to be that like his believers weren't gonna like fall like prey to like the military that killed him, and like they moved the stone to show they were still protesting. Or something like that. I don't know. It's like apparently like a lot of like New Testament stuff is actually about protest and not about like literal as some people take it.
But the Catholic Church also has changed. There's so many different Bibles. Like people change the stories for their own purpose. So even if it's not a mistranslation, like of them not knowing what's supposed to be, they could intentionally be not translating things correctly.
True. Yeah. All right. Well, do we have any final Christmas notes?
Clearly, we get to praise Lucifer.
That is very helpful, Austin. Very, very helpful.
You get cool death metal music.
Anyone want to say a quick Christmas cheery related thing?
Happy holidays.
Yeah, you have to say happy holidays now.
Yeah, happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
You don't want to insult the people who celebrate Halloween.
Because Halloween is celebrated this time of year as well.
This was probably a short episode.
I have no idea how long.
I have no idea.
It's been
either.
like 40-ish minutes.
Normally we have a recording device right
Yeah,
in front
that
of
can
us.
tell us the time in which we recorded, but we did not this time.
I'm just gonna eyeball it right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it in a second. But thank you for watching. Hopefully we can get Amara, my lovely roommate, back on, and she won't fall victim to the Christmas curse of losing our footage/file. But other than that, thanks for tuning into our jank candid episode. I already made the Photoshop thumbnail for this episode.
I saw.
It's the Blair Witch Project, but it's a picture of Austin because this is like a found footage episode. Like we just found the footage of.
Does it
of
really count
ourselves.
as finding it if we also made it?
Well, I think it's because my idea was like there is lost footage, and then I don't know.
I thought it was because I was promoting Lucifer.
Sure,
We'll go with that.
In my head, it made more sense. Anyway, should we say
do a
bye-bye?
glass clink?
Oh, we'll do a glass clink.
Yeah.
Bye-bye!
See ya.
Happy holidays.
Now I have to stand up and shut off the camera like a jackass.
I get not.